In a world where on-screen romances are sometimes stronger than real ones, the relationship between Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe has always been seen by fans as a symbol of chemistry and absolute trust. But behind the bright smiles on the red carpet and the emotional hugs backstage, there was a truth that Sam kept hidden, a secret that, in his words, was kept to protect her, but ultimately only broke them both apart. The silence that began with success. As the series they co-starred in began to become a global phenomenon, both of their lives took on new trajectories. The pressure, the tight filming schedule, the millions of eyes watching, everything forced them to be stronger. But while Katrina could always confide in, Sam chose to stay silent. A source from the film crew said that Sam always carried a worry that no one understood. He often left the set later than everyone else, staying alone in the dressing room, concentrating on his phone or his old notes, which he kept carefully. Katrina once asked, "Is there something weighing on your mind?" Sam just smiled. "Nothing. I'm just tired." But that's not the whole truth. Sam's secret, an unspoken promise. According to an interview in a fictional magazine in the story's universe, Sam admitted that he had kept something to himself for years. He had signed a personal commitment before taking on the role, a deal with an old friend who had helped him through a major crisis before his career took off. The promise was that during the series' success, Sam would use a portion of his time and income to quietly support the Friends project. But the project was not only expensive but also fraught with legal risks, which he could not share with anyone, not even Katrina. And the more she hid, the more Sam felt himself drifting away from his closest co-star. Katrina discovered, not out of suspicion. Contrary to many dramatic stories, Katrina never suspected Sam of betrayal or lies. The only thing she felt was distance. Distance that didn't come from arguments or hurt feelings, but from growing silence. One day, as the crew was preparing for a scene in the final season, Katrina looked at Sam for a long time and asked, "Don't you trust me enough to share?" That was the moment Sam understood that his silence had hurt the person he wanted to protect the most. The fateful conversation. In an empty conference room after filming, Sam finally told the truth, piece by piece, sentence by sentence. Katrina listened without a pause. When he finished, she simply said, "I'm not mad that you had a secret. I'm just sorry that you endured it alone for so long." Sam later shared that the moment was the most painful but also the most liberating. Friendship never breaks, even though feelings can change form. After the conversation, they did not become strangers, nor did they return to the way they were before. What they retained was a more mature relationship, no longer dependent on the beauty of perfection, but based on acknowledging each other's weaknesses. Sam once said in a fictional interview, "Broken love is not love that breaks. It is love that has gone through enough collisions to change shape, but not disappear." Katrina shared, "We did not lose each other. We just found a way to accompany each other in a different way." Fans, heartbroken but understanding. When the news, in the comic universe, spread, many fans expressed regret for the most beautiful on-screen love of the decade. But most sympathized and respected the two actors' choices. A fan wrote, "Not every story ends happily, but no ending is meaningless. Closing one chapter, opening another. Sam and Katrina continue their own careers. Although each has a new path, they never consider each other a thing of the past." The behind-the-scenes photos, the wishes at events, all show that they still maintain a kind of affection, unnamed, not ambiguous, but very real. And the secret of the past, instead of separating the two, becomes part of the story of maturity that they write together.